Hey everybody, MntDewMania here, and welcome back to Vox Populi Diamond. And it's Friday, and you know what Friday means. Friday is RedNeck Rants, and I think I got a good one for you today. And we're just going to jump right into this, as Philip DeFranco says. Um, got a little burr under my saddle, you might say. And this is actually dedicated to Nicole BW because we've had this conversation before, and she did a little rant of her own, and I hadn't forgotten that, Nikki. I hope you hadn't. I is for inefficiency. Oh, my. Now, I don't know if you kids, I know a lot of guys that watch me are a little younger. I don't know if you've run into this problem yet, but I bet your moms and dads and your older brothers and sisters have. Okay, just so we all know what we're talking about, okay, the handy dandy dictionary, I went and read up on it, and it says that the definition is not efficient, unable to effect or achieve the desired result with reasonable economy of means, lacking inability, incompetent. Okay, basically what that is saying is whatever you're trying to get, and if you're trying to get it from somebody else, they are so inefficient. They're messing it up because of whatever so badly that they can't give you what you want. Okay? You're trying to get to ABC. They probably go through the whole alphabet to get to there just to get it for you. Okay? Now, one prime example of this is if you've ever dealt, and I don't know how it is in your area, but I have dealt with this before a long time ago, and I'm sure some of you others have, is the DMV. My God, people, I don't know who is in charge of the DMV, but there is some of the most god-awfulest, inefficient methods that they go through, policies that they have to stick by, red tape bullcrap. Is it so hard? Is it so hard to give somebody their license when they got all the 10,000 different pieces of documentation that you say that they have to have? Really? Really, people? Really? I mean, okay, and it's not. Don't think I'm picking on the DMV. There are other places, and mostly it has to do when there are government. I'm not bitching too bad on the government, but come on. And I'm not being political about which party's in charge or which president is in. I'm saying in general, there is so much bullcrap, red tape, inefficient methods of doing things. I don't know how they get anything done. You can go into a place, and I guarantee you, if there is some sort of person who sits in an office 10,000 miles away, and I'm talking about businesses, stores, big companies, whatever, okay, that have never stepped foot in said office or store, who writes these policies because they are trying to impress their boss or they learned it in school and it might have applied, 100 years ago, whatever. And you guys know where I work. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You can go and try to get something done, and some managers, leaders of your company or business will go, hey, that's a new idea. That sounds pretty good. Man, that will cut out this step, and this step. We can get done even quicker. Let's try it. Other people will not budge from the lame excuses for policies that are already in place because they are so procedural and they are trying to kiss so much upper management ass that they will not veer from that straight path no matter what. It doesn't matter if it adds 25 steps to get the job done. They're going to do it. As inefficient as it is, they're still going to do it because they have to kiss somebody's butt to look good. Well, guess what? When we get this job done, you're not going to look done good or done because we failed, and the only people who are getting in trouble is us. And you get to chew us out and go, if they'd listen to me. It's the same thing when you go to other businesses. First of all, you have no power to change anything. So you have to go through all just the junk that they throw at you. Well, no, you need this form. Well, I filled out that form. Yeah, but you filled it out 2 days ago when you were here the first time, and now the date you can't have it's a bad date. You got to have today's date. Well, can't we change the date? No, no. The policy says we can't. We can't mark through that, or and both of us initial it and put the right date on it. You have to have a clear, concise date on the form. Sorry, you have to start all over again. People. Well, no, we can't do this job ABC and then skip DEF and get it done. We have to do that because somewhere, sometime, somebody sat down and wrote a bunch of rules. They've never stocked. They've never worked in a store. They've never worked in this restaurant. They've never worked in this retail store. But they do have a college degree that taught them 40 years ago this was the most efficient way to do it. And we still do it that way, even though, now there's probably better ways to do it. But that's the policy, and we can't change it. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple quotes by Mr. Bill Gates. If anybody knows anything about how to run a multi-billion-dollar company, I think he would. He goes, I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. And he also said, automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. Now, I totally agree with both of those. Now, I don't know if I'm a fan of Bill Gates or not. I'm sitting here on one of his computers, so I guess I am. But I do like the way that he thinks about approaching a problem or something. That makes perfect sense. If you want a job done and you find two people that have to do that job, I agree with that. I would go with the lazy one. If you do not get this job done, you're going to get fired on the spot. Go. This person is going to work and kill themselves to follow every single rule that there is, or they imagine there is, to get to that goal. The lazy person is going to do the quickest, most efficient way to get there so they don't have to do the work. That makes perfect sense to me. Now, think about a machine, okay? Let's say you're building a machine. This building is a machine, okay? And inside this big machine is a whole big operation of it's a fishery, okay? I'm processing fish here. Now, if I built this and I've been running it by hand, okay? All my little workers are in there doing their little fish things, okay? But if I were to automate that, okay? Because, I go through every single step all the time. I know what everybody does. But it's just me, okay? I can't see all the inefficiencies because I'm too busy concentrating on this one. I don't see the big picture sometimes. But if you were to stand back a little bit and automate it, you would see where the problems are. Oh, no, I can't, I'm automated, but I can't go any further with this problem. Well, why have I never seen that problem before? Because the first time you dealt with that problem, you went and you looked at that little problem. You didn't see the other couple of problems that made while you were concentrating on this one. But you step back and it's automated, all these little problems are going to pop up. I don't get it. Why doesn't it work smoothly like it used to? Because there's no human touch in it anymore. And the humans touch that it was there. Now it's automated, and you're seeing the mistakes that were being made, maybe not because of them, but because of the policies and the rules and the crap they had to follow to get the job done so they don't get fired. You see what I'm saying? It's it can sometimes a good job is not following every single step to get the job done, but finding a new creative way to get the job done that maybe doesn't necessarily follow your little path of rules, but it's efficient, it's effective, and you have happy customers. And when it comes down to it, business people of the world, that is what you want. And I don't care if you're providing a service like DMV or you're selling stuff like Walmart or Sears or any other place on the planet. Customers spending their money at your store is what you want. Customers coming back to you and not calling your manager and screaming at them that what an inefficient idiot you are is what you want. So, the next time there is a meeting of some kind and you have an interesting new way to get something done that's quicker and more efficient, don't sit there dumbly and numbly. At least speak up and say, you know what, I think I have a more efficient way to do this that will make our customers happy. That will probably get some manager's attention somewhere along the line. I guarantee it. Alright, guys, there you go. I is for inefficiency. If you are in a position somewhere in your company or at your job to say, you know what, there's a better way to do this, speak up before the sun goes down, okay? Alright, guys, thanks for stopping by. I truly, truly appreciate it each and every time that you spend some time with me, and I thank you for that. And I will see you guys next time here on Redneck Rants, and I hope you look forward to it because I look forward to talking to you again. And I'm so out of here. Later, guys.